Preheat your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Take your butter or your cultured butter and you're going to rub it all over the pan, greasing the entire thing. Make sure to get all of the sides. Measure out 1/3 a cup of all-purpose flour. Take a few pinches and sprinkle it in the bottom of your pan. Get ricotta cheese and measure it out on a scale. You want about 2 pounds of your homemade ricotta cheese for this recipe. If you don't have a scale, then measure out 4 cups of the ricotta cheese. Take your ricotta cheese and put it into a mixing bowl. Using a rubber spatula, you're going to stir the ricotta cheese to get it as smooth as possible, getting rid of any lumps. Measuring out 2/3 a cup of sugar, you're going to add that to the ricotta cheese with your 1/3 a cup of all-purpose flour. Stir the sugar and the flour into the ricotta cheese until it's mixed thoroughly. Taking 6 eggs, you're going to crack each egg into the ricotta cheese and stir it in thoroughly before cracking the next. Remember, you need to do this to 6 eggs. If you have trouble cracking eggs, then I recommend doing it into a separate bowl. That way you won't have to search for any eggshells that accidentally got into your batter. Add 1/4 a teaspoon of Saigon cinnamon powder or any cinnamon you have handy. I prefer the Saigon. Add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Grab a fine cheese grater and you're going to grate 2 teaspoons of orange zest into your ricotta batter. If you don't feel like measuring, your orange should look something like this by the time you're done. Lastly, measure out 1/8 a teaspoon of salt and add it to your batter. Now stir your batter until all the ingredients are evenly distributed throughout the entire ricotta cheese. Pour your ricotta cheese batter into your prepared buttered pan. Use your rubber spatula and scrape out all the excess of the ricotta cheese batter so all of it gets into your pan. Open your oven and place your ricotta cheese pan right into the center in the middle rack. Set your timer for 72 minutes. After the 72 minutes is up, you're going to take a thin knife and poke it into the center of your ricotta cheesecake. If it comes out wet like this, it needs to cook a little longer, so put it in for another 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes is up, you're going to use the same technique to check the cheesecake. Take a clean knife and poke it right into the center. If it comes out clean like this, you know your cheesecake is done. Take your cheesecake out of the oven and let it sit on a counter for 5 minutes to cool. Over time, your cheesecake will deflate slightly. This is normal within the next 5 minutes. Take a knife or a metal spatula and scrape the sides of the pan like so. This will prevent it from sticking to the pan when you're serving. Place in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours before serving. You can serve it just as is, or add whipped cream, strawberries, or raspberries.